Austin Lane, you got to tee this baby up. We took a Friday off last week just to prepare for this moment in the next month, Shock Your Mock 2022.
Well, I wish we didn't, because the keyword is collaboration, and it was my goal to collaborate with Casey Kurtz here on this Shock Your Mock theme song. Unfortunately, that did not come to fruition. We had Friday off. I wasn't complaining about it. Didn't have to do NBA Slam Poetry, which kind of took some off my plate a little bit, so it's all good. But, you know, I like to keep things fresh. I like to keep things interesting, so we had to come up with a new Shock Your Mock song. The other one has been retired, will be an NFT. If you're interested, that's going to be $20,000, and half, 5% will go to a charity of your choice. The rest will line our pockets, as you know. But with that being said, it was a hard collaboration because I was just me and myself in the Ape studio while, you know, my co-host was doing the show. I'm focusing on how to make a theme song for Shock Your Mock, and I went old school with this one. If you remember from last year, it had more of like an AC/DC kind of vibe that I kind of made up the riff and everything in the lyrics. This one you may recognize if you're if you're a child of the mid-'80s to mid-'90s, you may recognize this song. It's a remix. Hopefully Casey got it chalked up, ready to roll, and we are excited to bring you our first installment of many installments of this year's season of Shock Your Mock.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop. Ever.
I am shocked and appalled.
I am shocked and chagrined, mortified and stupefied.
So you're trying to play GM and started in mind. So I go to my boy Money Martin, now we pop in the trunk. We tell them, look, gonna shock your mom, gonna shock your mom, gonna shock your mom, gonna shock your mom.
Okay, I went too heavy on the robot voice. We'll get that cleaned up. We'll fix that up a little bit. Went a little too heavy on the robot voice, and I apologize. But if you knew what that song was, props to you, because you're a child of the 80s or 90s. Casey, did you recognize that song? Little Bone Crusher coming at you?
I mean, I recognized it because I saw it when you said it to me.
Okay, fair enough.
I would have no clue.
Okay, yeah, that was Bone Crusher, Never Scared. It's actually the song that they made me walk out to my last fight, even though I didn't request it, but it is what it is. So that's what we're going with here. We have Chris P, a.k.a. at Pitbull OC, as the first Shock Your Mock. And in case you didn't notice, in the bottom left corner, we have a picture of Will Smith. Now, as you know, Shock Your Mock features some sort of brand, some sort of game that we usually play every single time with Shock Your Mock. Well, the biggest story last night, if you had a pulse, was the fact that Will Smith slapped the absolute crap out of Chris Rock because Chris Rock maybe made a joke about Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, that he probably shouldn't have made. But with that being said, Will Smith was laughing at the joke until he saw his wife's face, and then Will Smith had to intervene and obviously slap Chris Rock. It was the talk of the town. It's still the talk of a lot of stations, I believe, out there. So all these picks today are going to be Will Smith movies. Okay, so I'm going to judge these picks based off Will Smith movies. Brent, I'm not sure if you can see these picks or not. Can you see these picks?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Okay. So to start things off with, already off to an absolutely horrible start. You traded away the top overall pick to New York for picks 5, 36, 67, and 81. Because if the Jacksonville Jaguars need one more thing, it's 4 more picks, especially in the later rounds of this draft. So shame on you, Chris P. Off to a horrible start already. And let's be honest here. He didn't use the app that's powered by AWS. You know I'm a big fan of that one, AWS. Cut the check. And what is New York trading for? Are they going after Malik Willis? Why is New York trading number 1? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but this is Chris P's mock draft. Let's get into it. Pick number 5, which should be number 1, but he traded with New York, so we'll call it number 5, is going to Travon Walker out of Georgia. Now, I gave Travon Walker the Aladdin title, right? Why are we trying to complicate things right now? Why are you trying to move away from the OG, from the original? Yes, it's a good pick in its own right, but you have a guy right now that weighs 272 pounds and is 6'5". And a lot of teams are saying he's going to play a 3-4 defensive tackle. The Jaguars are trying to play a 3-4 defense, but you don't need a 3-4 defensive tackle right now. You need an edge rush. So can you really ask him to lose weight and gain muscle at the same time? That's not possible. He's going to gain muscle and probably gain weight. So he's not really an edge rusher. He's kind of a tweener guy, and I don't want to spend the 5th overall pick, but your first pick on a 3-4 defensive end / tackle. So I think it's an Aladdin pick. I'd rather go with an OG like a Hutchinson or a Thibodeau. So we're off to a little bit of a shaky start, and I don't care what the website, I'm not sure what website he used here, but they have the grades on the side. Don't care about those grades. Those grades are trash. Don't look at those grades. Just listen to my voice. We'll get you through it. Pick number 33. Brent, any thoughts, by the way?
No, I think you're doing a really nice job. I'm just wondering if Chris P drives a minivan. Really.
Edwin just he very might. I mean, when your name is Pitbull OC, he just might drive a minivan. Dile. All right, pick number 33. We're going to Zion Johnson, guard. I think we need to get a snooze button in here. Casey, you need to get a snooze button. So Zion Johnson is Bad Boys for Life, the last Bad Boys movie. You guys seen it?
I know.
From Will Smith? Good. You didn't miss much.
Is that with a Z?
Bad Boys? Nah, there might be a Z in that one. But do we really need it? Did we really need a third Bad Boys movie? Right? The first two were good. Did we need a third one 10 years down the line? No, we didn't. Just like, do we really need Zion Johnson right now at pick number 33? Wide receivers on the board. Defensive tackles and edge rushers on the board. Cornerbacks on the board. You pick an offensive guard when, it's not that big of a need at that point. So I don't like it. I don't like the movie. I don't like the pick. Not sure what Chris P was thinking there, and that's Zion Johnson from Boston College. Let's go on to pick number 36. Oh, that's getting interesting now, okay? Because we're going Jahan Dotson. And yeah, I called him John Dotson before, but then I look it up. It's Jahan Dotson. I did the research. I checked the tape. When we talk about Jahan Dotson, we're talking about the movie Ali with Will Smith, right? It's dependable. You wanted it. It got delivered. You're talking speed, route running, smarts. Scouts are saying that this is not the most physical wide receiver out there, but that's okay. He could be a game breaker with his speed. Now, not running a sub 4.4, Casey, so go ahead and keep that, the 4.4 alert button to yourself right now. I think he ran a 4.46 or a 4.47. Still fast, but is it fast? Is it a sub 4.4? No, it is not. Lance Zierlein actually compared him to Emmanuel Sanders, which, okay, I'm not mad at. But listen, any weapon for Trevor Lawrence is good in my mind. Ali was a good movie. So in my case, at pick number 36, Jahan Dotson, pretty good pick here. Pretty good movie in Ali. Pick number 65, Jamari Sailor, tackle out of Georgia. Now, Jamari Sailor is Shark Tale. Have you guys seen Shark Tale? Yeah, you don't care, do you?
I love Shark Tale.
Oh, Casey. Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, go put your earmuffs on. Then it's going to be a rough one for you. It doesn't really matter what you think. Shark Tale's not Finding Nemo, okay? Shark Tale was a trash movie. You gave those fish human characteristics. It was eerie. It freaks my son off. It's terrible. And it doesn't help out in terms of you're taking a tackle right now. It's doing nobody any favors whatsoever. You just signed Cam Robinson. You got the Juwan Taylor battle going on right now with Walker Little. So why the heck would you bring another tackle in the mix at a position that could be a starter for you down the line? I don't see it. Now, keep in mind, this guy's from Georgia. You're going to see a little bit of a pattern here down the line, a little heads up, a little spoiler alert for you. I'm not mad at the pick in terms of, that the guy could be a great tackle, but the Jacksonville Jaguars don't need him right now. And by the way, scouts say that Sailor has a big chest and bulbous thighs. That's fantastic to know because guess what? That big chest and bulbous thighs are going to look real good rocking street clothes every single week when he's inactive. Hey, Chris P., what are we doing here, man? Supposed to set the tempo right now, and you're not setting the tempo. This is a trash draft. But let's go on. Let's proceed.
What?
Let's go forward. Pick number
bulbous
60.
thighs.
That's what they said.
Sand in your pants.
Bulbous thighs and the big chest. So take that for how you want. Pick number 67. We're going to Cincinnati. Alec Pierce, wide receiver. I'm not mad at this pick. If this was a Will Smith movie, it would be Enemy of the State. AKA, I'm not mad at it at all. Actually, a little underrated in terms of the whole Will Smith catalog. He looks the part. He's a bigger wide receiver. Doesn't have the breakaway speed, but can be a possession guy coming in at 6'3", 211 pounds. What he lacks for in speed and agility, he definitely makes up for with physicality. I'm not mad at that pick. And once again, It helps Trevor Lawrence out. So are we really complaining? Pick number 70. Brent, any thoughts on Alec Pierce real quick? Sorry.
No, but Pitbull OC is listening. He said Sailor will play all over the line, so he's trying to defend that selection.
Yeah, don't defend snooze fests. Okay, pick number 70. Perrion Winfrey out of Oklahoma. Defensive line, interior defensive line. Scouts say good rotational guy with a chance to start eventually. I think Perrion Winfrey, honestly, is a Suicide Squad guy. Okay, if you see the movie Suicide Squad with Will Smith. Now, the movie was horrible. Movie was trash, but it wasn't Will Smith's fault. Just like this pick may not be the best, but it's not Perrion Winfrey's fault here. Like I think he could be a very good, serviceable interior defensive line. But the issue is right now, how those linebackers looking? You know, how the safety's looking. We're going to have Wingard start? Okay, that's fine. Maybe we are. Who knows? Let's progress. Pick number 81. Now we're going for a center. We're going to replace Brandon Linder, and we're going with Kentucky center Luke Fortner. This movie, if it was a Will Smith movie, if he was a Will Smith movie, he would be 6 pounds. You ever see 6 pounds? Oh, powerful film. Powerful film. AKA, he's good, he's solid, and he's got the best character out of anybody. A lot to like about this guy. A replacement for Brandon Linder. Pick number 81 could be a starter. I'm not mad at that. It could be a pressing hole. Tyler Shatley and him could battle it out. Not mad at that. Let's go on to pick number 1.
Hey, by the way, real quick, I'd rather have the center for the Kentucky basketball team than the football team.
Let's go, Brent. Let's go. Hey, don't hate the UK offensive line now. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
Oh, thoughts, Brent?
Well, I mean, maybe this year I don't want the center for the Kentucky team since I got beat by St. Peter's in the first round.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Murray State knows that feeling too. We got pick 106. We're going running back, which I like a lot. James Cook. Now, this is, is this the third Georgia Bulldog we're taking now? I wonder if Pitbull has something to do with the Georgia Bulldogs. When we talk about pick 106, I'm calling James Cook Bad Boys 2, all right? We waited forever for it. It was about time, and it delivered. You need a running back. James Robinson, Travis Etienne, coming off catastrophic injuries. You bring in James Cook, whose family has the pedigree, if you know anything about Dalvin Cook. Cool name. A lot to like about this guy. And if we're being honest, though, I think we've officially ran out of bones here because we have way too many Bulldogs on the Jacksonville Jaguars now. Chris P., maybe you're biased. I don't know what the case is. Would you just relax on the Georgia Bulldogs? I get it, they're a great team and everything, but just relax on the Bulldogs. They're known more for their defense than they are for their offense, but we got 2 offensive guys and 1 defensive guys. You figure it out. All right.
National champs, baby.
National champs, nonetheless, though. Pick 1. Where are we at right now? I'm slacking. All right, pick 157. Sorry, I'm hitting a wall. We got Leon O'Neal Jr., Texas A&M safety. Leon O'Neal Jr. would be Pursuit of Happiness. It's a great movie. It showed the versatility of Will Smith, just like the versatility that Leon O'Neal can bring. He can play free safety, strong safety, not afraid to hit somebody, is big enough to do that and play in the box. I think it's a pretty dang good pick at where you got him at pick 157. Okay, now here's my problem. I'm talking way too much, okay? I'm out of breath, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4 picks to go. You traded the first pick away for like 4 extra picks. We have like 6 sixth-round picks and a 7th round. Why do we have so many picks right now? Why didn't Chris P? Why didn't you trade
this many picks?
Yeah, Chris P. Why didn't you trade the 4 6th-round picks for like a 3rd-round pick or something? All right, I'm already getting bored of this. It's the first day doing Shock Your Mock, and it's way too much work for me. So here we go. Let's go and do rapid fire real quick. Pick 188, Charlie Kohler. Spies in Disguise sucks. Trade him away. Pick 197.
You suck.
Jermaine Waller, After Earth. That movie sucked. This pick sucks. Trade the 6th-round pick away. Pick 198, Cade Mays. Tackle out of Tennessee. Sucks because we have a 6th-round pick. Trade him away.
You suck.
He's Men in Black too. Trade it. Get it out of my face, and I'm done.